What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993 back here for some more baseball news as the winter meetings have come to an end. But dang, are there a lot of topics that I want to discuss coming out of those winter meetings as lots of big moves happen, lots of big signings happen. Some trades, some small stuff that we'll talk about too, but we're going to talk about a good chunk of it. But we're going to, of course, start tonight talking about a trade that was recently made back on December 2nd, which was last Friday, so about a week ago, as the Mariners, who had been shopping for a left-handed hitting second baseman, got that. And in return, they had sent to the Milwaukee Brewers an outfielder they had just acquired last offseason, and another kind of young upstart, possible future piece for the Brewers as well, who seem to somewhat be cutting back on payroll, as they seem to have moved on from several players they've had under control with through 2023. But anyways, the Mariners acquire Kolten Wong from the Brewers, and in return, the Brewers are receiving former Reds outfielder Jesse Winker and former Astros prospect Abraham Toro. Also, the Brewers are sending about $1.75 million to the Mariners, which makes this a cash-neutral swap. Definitely the biggest win here somewhat is the Mariners. I'd say a little more than the Brewers in this trade. I say it because, again, they're looking to, balance out their lineup, dominated by a lot of right-handed hitters. Again, they were, what's one thing that was on kind of their shopping cart list this offseason was, again, they're in a win-now situation to try to find a left-handed hitting second baseman to balance out that lineup. And they got 32-year-old Kolten Wong, who has been more well-known for his time with the Cardinals. But in his 2 seasons with the Brewers, he did all right. Defensively, though, he did struggle a little bit this past season. So that's the one thing about this trade. These are some guys who didn't have the strongest 2022 seasons. But a change of scenery could, help that. But I think Wong is probably, the better part. But over the past 2 years of the Brewers, he hit for a combined 262, 29 home runs, 56 doubles, 6 triples, and 29 steals. So probably like a possible top of the order candidate. He'll probably be taking the middle infield with him and J.P. Crawford as well. Of course, though, the Mariners, of course, had a little bit of a crowded lineup that, again, they might be relying on some other names. But, of course, since they got Teoscar Hernandez, and they were trying to get Mitch Haniger, spoiler alert, they did not, to get him re-signed to a new deal. But they did send Jesse Winker, who was acquired last offseason from the Reds, along with Eugenio Suarez. Suarez had a good year with the Mariners. Unfortunately for Winker, it was a little bit of a struggle for him. He was definitely one of the best hitters in the league with the Reds. But then this past season, there were some injuries that hampered him a little bit. He hit just .219, and his defense also impacted a little bit. Again, it was also because of some injuries that happened as well. So, again, a change of scenery, may, be the case, as Winker did sign a 2-year deal to avoid arbitration when he came over to the Mariners last offseason. There could, of course, be some hopes, though, again, as Kolten Wong is supposed to be a free agent after the 2023 season. Same with Jesse Winker. But there is Abraham Toro, though, who is hoping for a rebound and also just looking for an opportunity. He will turn 26 later this coming month. He was originally a top prospect for the Astros, but unfortunately he had to deal with, the likes of Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve, even probably Carlos Correa as well. So he basically did not have a spot on the Major League roster with the Astros. And, of course, he was traded to the Mariners along with reliever Joe Smith in a swap that sent then closer Kendall Graveman and righty Rafael Montero to the Astros in return. So, of course, he obviously also struggled a little bit also as well in the lineup, but hopefully a change of senior help for him. And again, he's only 26 years old, so he could be a possible future piece for the Brewers as well. As, again, I said, for the Brewers, have traded away several, big names since, the trade deadline. So, of course, obviously, we're the second best team in the National League Central this year. Again, seem to be, trying to create some flexibility and some payroll. Because they got rid of Josh Hader at the trade deadline. They also traded away, again, just Kolten Wong, and recently as well, Hunter Renfroe. So, again, they could be trying to create some flexibility in their payroll, but it's a tough time. But a lot of people, of course, were under contract through 2023 that they have, decided to part ways with. So whatever their plan is, I'm not too sure. But I think getting Kolten Wong, though, will, give, something different to the Mariners lineup with, some good power. Again, Mitch Haniger is definitely a loss, so I'm not sure, again, if they will rely on the outfielders now, because they've already traded away Kyle Lewis, and now they traded away Jesse Winker. So, not sure. I mean, they did get Cooper Hummel, who'll probably be Cal Raleigh's backup, or he is able to play some outfield as well. But again, the Mariners will have several people to rely on. The Brewers, they may be heading towards, a possible, step back season. But we'll, of course, see how it goes. So, more so of a change of scenery thing here for, pieces that each club would need. The Mariners had too many outfielders, but needed a left-hand second baseman. Brewers, again, they just lost Hunter Renfroe. So they wanted to, kind of get, someone to replace him. And it grabbed a nice little, upstart, still young, with some young prospect with some major league experience to go over as well. So it could be a win-win situation. Who knows? Definitely, I think Kolten Wong is definitely the best piece in this trade for sure. So we'll see how it goes. So guys, that is my not live review. That is my thoughts on this trade with Kolten Wong heading to the Mariners. In return, the Brewers are getting Jesse Winker and Abraham Toro. So what are your guys' thoughts on this trade? Make sure you guys leave thoughts down in the comments section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video. Subscribe, work on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at the Club of the Man 93. And make sure to shout for Meatball Sub. And follow me on TikTok at the Club of the Man 1993. Until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch you all later. Have a great rest of your night. And stay tuned for some more baseball news. We have plenty of more news to coming out of the winter meetings that we got to discuss. So I'll see you guys once again. I'll see you guys in the next baseball video. Have a great rest of your night. Peace out, everybody.